Hi friends, it's Brittany at Ink and Papyrus and welcome back to my channel. In my last video on Friday, we did a destash and craft where we took plain index cards and turned them into these gorgeous earthy toned exciting journaling cards. We used a bunch of mixed media supplies on a gel plate to create these patterns and then did some fodder and created some focal points to really make these gorgeous journaling cards. If you missed that video, I will link that above in the description box. It was so much fun and I came up with some beautiful patterns, but because of the timing of all of it, we didn't get to do a whole lot of decorating and actually finishing off the cards. We mostly focused on creating these abstract patterns that you see here. And so now I have this whole stash of index cards and a bunch of potential focal points here, and I would love to decorate some more of these with you guys, and hopefully we can come up with some new ideas together. So grab some index cards and let's get to it. All right, so first let me just say that, what was I gonna say? Oh, in terms of adding decorating these, I think the winner formulation is some kind of image as a focal point, or you could use words as the focal point, but usually an image, a series of images and words, numbers, and then something like a ticket, like a postage stamp, something like that. You don't have to stick to this formulation, but in general, I think it works really, really well. Here I've done some stamping. The deer, I guess, I kind of thought the deer would be the focal point, but it ended up being this stamped piece of ephemera that sort of makes this like a mailing card. And then I stamped the deer so it kind of looks like they're off in the distance. So you may not even, obviously this would be the focal point, but I think adding other elements really, you know, spices the cards up a little bit. And these are beautiful and they look great in any kind of journal, no matter what theme it is. Okay. All right, so let's get started here. This pink was really speaking to me, and so was this clock. I was just inking this up just because it's a terrible cutting job. You don't have to ink up everything, but let's just get working on it. And we don't have to glue anything down right away. We don't have to commit to it. I was looking at this like beautiful stamp. It has Paris and some other things on it. So let's do some stamping. We don't need to, for these, especially when I'm stamping, I like to stamp a little bit off the page. I think it really gives it some character. And it just, especially if you're putting other things down to be the focal point, I think doing a little bit of stamping here and there makes it so it doesn't totally detract from any focal point you were planning on using. All right. So let's see, Paris. I saw this green butterfly and thought, oh, that's beautiful. So we don't have to commit to anything yet. Layering is something that I have wanted to work on for a while. I feel like if you can get good at layering, you can really make pretty things. I do want it to kind of look natural. I don't want it to look contrived. So what have you guys been up to? Anything fun? Anything good? Any good projects recently? This is cool. This like paint swatch. French green. Oh, we have to go with that. French green. Any exciting, super exciting stuff? I don't even know. I think I got these on AliExpress. It's like a very specific scenery. I'm bad about, I get these things and I don't use them. Maybe we'll use some of these scenes as focal points on these cards. Maybe, just maybe, we could work them in somehow. Okay. I think that's too much. You know, the other thing I was thinking was like even like a doily. Like to kind of offset some of this stuff, or I have some faux book page, like a printable. What if we take some of this? I feel like it's getting a little bit, oh, it's busy, not busy. I don't want to put things down just to put them down. I want to make it look like they're supposed to be there, you know what I mean? We do that next to Paris, and even have, I do like it when things are like coming off the page. I just think it makes it look more lifelike and exciting. Let's do that. I like that. And I'm going to show you guys a couple other techniques to really make labels and things like that stick out. Sometimes you just have to try things on for size first and move it around, play around with it. I think in general, you know, when you're layering, things that contrast look really nice. So the black, see how I inked the black up against, or the brown paper with black to kind of, because I felt like it was kind of getting lost into the gold there. You know, just little things like that I think make a big difference. And the white around the plants, which first of all, I would never fussy cut. This would take like an hour for me to fussy cut. But still, I like the white around the plants contrasts really nicely against this cream color. So just things like that to think about when you're layering and collaging. We can even make that plant there stick out more. I'll show you in a second what I had in mind. And don't forget, you can do stamping on these after you have your collaged items down. Put that up against that little swirl there. I think that kind of like emphasizes the clock. Maybe this is all in my mind. Okay. So here we have, like, I would argue multiple focal points. I don't even know what the focal point is. That's okay. To me, this kind of works. So sometimes, and I think I showed you guys this in the video, if I really want to draw attention to something, I like to go around with a charcoal pencil. This is General's charcoal pencil. To really kind of emphasize it. And we can go over it with a paintbrush, with your finger, with a Q-tip. I really like this. And we can do the same for this. And the perfect thing about these index cards is that obviously the front is white, so that you can color it with any kind of pigment you want. It could be light, dark pigment, and then the back is already lined for you, so it's already a journaling card, which I think is perfect. So we're just going to make these leaves, this plant, stand out even more. Don't have to be too precise about it. Yeah, I really enjoyed the last video we did together, the actual creating mixed media patterns on the gel plate. I've never really used my gel plate just for that kind of, it worked perfectly. If you don't have a gel plate, you could, I'm sure, do the same thing with a like gallon size, like a plastic sandwich bag. But we just spread out a ton of pigments onto the gel plate and used a couple of different techniques to get some patterns going, and picked up the pattern with the index card and did a couple of things. I did some stamping, some other things just to liven the pattern up a little bit, and then this is the result. It's so easy, and I think I love decorating these index cards, but I think there's something kind of intimidating about a blank white index card. Sometimes it feels like you have to do a lot to it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I'm just kind of uncomfortable with all the white space. It's like, it sort of feels boring to me. And so to be able to start with a really pretty base like this, almost like the base in itself kind of inspires me as to like what I want to do with the card and where to go from there. Does that make sense? So that's why I feel like I'm more creative when I kind of mass make or mass print something where I can have a project or start a project and already have like a starting point. It's so hard to sit down to a blank page. I don't know. At least it is for me. Sorry, now I'm just rambling. I really like this, and that was no effort at all. So let's see what else we have. See, I'm really in the butterfly spirit lately. Look at these. I meant these to be like earthy toned. I don't know, this is the kind of crafting I like to do this time of year, but I also just really like earthy toned stuff. Alright, so we're working with blue. I don't know, I did this with gelatos, and gelatos are very reactive to water. I don't think I spritzed enough water on, and I still have that really defined line, and I don't really like that. I kind of want to smudge this out. It's not working for me well right now. Oh well, we'll just have to work with it. They're very reactive to water. I feel like it might be because I have a lot of other stuff on here, a lot of other pigments and paints and stuff, and it also, like, it's been sitting here drying for the last 24 hours. I don't know if that has something to do with it or not. So I have all these plant things. I also have a ton of labels, just to give you guys some more ideas as to the kind of focal points you can put down. These are all just from random digital images I had. You can use book page illustrations too. They work nice. This has to like do with the moon. I wonder if with the blue that could work. Maybe I just need to go for it. This is why I haven't used it, because I look at it and I'm like, what do I do with that? I don't know. Well, okay. Let's just go for it. Make a crazy one. What was that moon one we had earlier? Let's see what's in here. Maybe something blue. Yeah, maybe something like this, abstract, to kind of like offset this. I don't want like a really busy picture or a lot of words. Okay. do this. Let's see. We could do here. Why don't we like that? I obviously don't want to cover the moon. This might be really weird. I don't hate that. It's kind of strange. I don't know what the point is, but sometimes things don't have to have a point, right? They can just be. I don't know. Let's just try it. See what happens. It's not that serious, right? So we can try different things. We can always cover it up or just tuck it away in a journal where no one but us will see it. And just let it be. It is, like, the scenery is really pretty. So you never know, like maybe you make something weird like this, but it inspires somebody to write something down or journal about an experience, or you never know. Or maybe the picture just really inspires someone. The moon is a pretty cool thing, right? I kind of like that. It kind of gives it some balance. So we'll do this. I think I should have glued this down. This is not gonna stay. Any washi tape stuff, I almost always glue it down because it wasn't really meant to be permanent. It was meant to be able to be picked up and be moved around. So if you want it to be permanent, you gotta add something else to it. So that's where the gluage comes in. Gluage. Okay. I actually think this is really pretty. Let's do a little bit of stamping over top. I feel like it kind of just ties things together. I don't know why, I just do. And maybe it's not really a thing, maybe it's not true, but I like it. So let's see. Here is a ticket stamp. I'm just gonna, let's see. Do I have any blue out? Ooh, this is beautiful. Blueprint sketch. So I'm just gonna do a little. Ooh, see how it ties things together? And don't do too much. You have to rein yourself in. I know it's hard. I have to remind myself of this too. Let's get some patterns in there. But I'm telling you, it ties things together. It's like magic. I don't know why, but it just does. It just does. What is this? And a little stamp. Ah. So you know what? All of a sudden we've taken something that I think is kind of weird to something I really, really enjoy. I really like this. Actually, I think it's the blue stamping. It really does it. It really ties it together nicely. Okay, we have so much going on right now. We have so many things out. I can't, this is one of those projects though where you know, you want your stamping out, and I haven't, to be honest, I've been really bad. I haven't put away like all my acrylic paints from yesterday. So I have all the stuff that I use to actually distress the cards out, and then now we have all the stuff we're using to decorate the cards, which you really don't need this. No one should ever have this much stuff on their desk at once. I'm sorry, but that's how I roll. You don't need all this stuff, I promise you. You could even just take, like, open up a magazine or like a book with some illustrations and do this whole project with that and some glue and maybe a little stamp here or there. But, you know, some of us are a little bit extra. That's okay. We're using our supplies and we're enjoying ourselves, which is really all that matters. I'm actually loving this. I was very skeptical. I don't know why. I don't know why. So, you know what? If you're like, I don't know about this, just try it. It's only paper, right? I do want to ink this up a little bit. Ooh. Even sewing some of these, like if you have some cards that are like really vintagey and you think it would add to it, like add some sewing. I guarantee you it'll look amazing. It'll look amazing. Just you can distress it up, distress it a little bit more if you want. I love this, actually. I think this is such a cool journaling card. Heck, I love it. Love, love, love. Okay. Alright, see how easy that was? When you start with a base and you already have some decoration, some stuff going, it just makes it so much easier. So, like I said, if you did not catch the video where we created these patterns, please check it out. You will enjoy it. You'll be a fan. It's so easy, so much fun, and you end up with all these beautiful cards in like 2 hours, an hour maybe. Depends on how fast you can throw supplies and smush it around on a gel plate. It really is that easy, guys. Oh, she's darling, isn't she? And I think the rose just kind of suits her in her little red butterfly wings. But do we have a word or something that is fitting? Not to add one more thing, but I'm going to add one more thing. Oh, die cuts too. Die cuts, perfect. I don't really want to venture into that right now because I am already overwhelmed by the sheer number of stuff on my desk. However, that could be amazing. In terms of something else to decorate these papers, I have this bag called Words and Phrases right here in pre-stamped ephemera. Alright, we need some words in there. We need some words that will suit her. Ooh, is that perfect or what? Bloom. I love that. Bloom, bloom, bloom. Why don't we put some gold around it? Oh, okay. Where's my daughter? I am loving this. She's not going to fit entirely on the index card, but we can kind of snip off the excess or fold it over, whatever you want. I don't really want to fold anything over since I'm going to be using the back of these index cards as journal cards, I believe. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am making these. I think these are just, I don't know, these are so much fun. And even though this was meant to be a destash and craft with our index cards, you're using up a bunch of paint, a bunch of inks. You can put any variety of collage paper on here. You could decorate these with washi tape. You could decorate these with so many things. So it truly is a destash and craft with. You could destash a lot of different stuff here. Just saying. It's miraculous that I found this on my desk just now. However, I spotted it a mile away. I just think this girl needs, oh my gosh, you know, be so cute. Look at her crown. Couldn't her crown use a little speck of gold in it? Let's do it. Let's do it. I think she needs some gold in that crown. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Let's see. I have this marker. I feel like this would be better than the gilding wax. We're not gonna be able to control where that goes necessarily. I'm just gonna go over her crown. I don't know how else it's gonna look. It's not like totally opaque. Oh, there we go. Aww. Thanks, darling. You see that? Now she has a gold crown. That's adorable. Okay. Now I'm just gonna go around with, I guess, just my finger. I don't think you're actually supposed to touch this stuff, but I am anyways. I'll let you know if anything bad happens. I love this stuff. And it smells good too. It smells orangey. It is, I would not steer you wrong, guys. This is Art Alchemy Metallic Wax in Vintage Gold. I bought a couple of tubes of this like a few years ago, and it really lasts forever. Do you guys love this as much as I do? Because I absolutely adore this. If we put, what if we just, this is kind of, let's just give it some texture. Again, don't go crazy, just a little texture. Little texture. That's kind of cute, right? Ugh, so cute. I almost kind of want to give her a bow. Okay. Alright, now I'm getting carried away, but I'm going to do it anyways. I really want to give her a little bow. You're like, how many things can she pull off her desk and under her desk? And listen, guys, I got a lot going on here. A lot going on. She just deserves some sparkly things. Every girl does. So we're gonna give her something sparkly and fabulous. Okay, I apologize to those of you that are probably having a seizure looking at my desk right now because it's such a mess, but look how cute. I love having everything kind of at the ready so I don't have to go anywhere to get it. So these are my two little butterfly children here. Pretty cute, right? All right. Now, what else shall we do? Oh, I'm gonna put this aside since this technically isn't dry. All right, let's see. Here's another one. Just taking them off the tap. I think this is pretty cool. This film, these film embellishments. Also, I believe from AliExpress. Freeze frame. Ooh. These ladies are quite lovely. They are quite lovely. So here I'm using multiple things. I guess I want to make sure they remain the focal point though. So I do want stuff, but I don't want it to be overwhelming. What about these? This label, Familia. That could look really nice. Just gonna trim this down a little bit. I feel like it's a little big and it kind of outpowers them. Familia. And there's this really pretty rose. Oops. though I'm worried it's not going to, it's going to kind of blend in with the background there. What about this rose? Mail order card. I don't know. I also have these. This is really pretty. These folio things. I really like that. I think this looks better. I like that better. I don't know, but I'm not in love with it. Maybe it's the color scheme. We need some more blue in there. I do like that. Let's try this. Obviously we're not folding it over, so I'm just going to cut it in half. Let's do that. We'll make it work. We will find a way to make this work. I think maybe we just need something to kind of tie everything together. That's why I'm not like loving it offhand. So I feel like there's a lot of moving parts and it's not necessarily blending well. But we're gonna fix that in a second. My gosh, look at all this stuff on my desk. I could literally make these all day. Don't worry, I promise there won't be a third index card video. You guys are probably getting sick of index cards, but they're so versatile. You can do so much with them. And I'm telling you, it really only took me like an hour, 2 hours to transfer the patterns from the gel plate to the index cards and create these cool backgrounds, and it just, I don't know, really it was very relaxing kind of project. I think if I were to do it again, I would move this over to the left a little bit more. I feel like things look kind of crammed here in the corner. I don't know. Well, it'll look alright with, let's see. I feel like it's missing something. I don't know. Maybe we'll put, if we put a word up there too, it'll look, I don't know, usually like to put more than one word on one word per card though. Or like if it's a phrase, that's fine, but I usually try not to put multiple phrases or words on. Okay, I do like that. Let me put this little butterfly up there. I like that. I think that kind of ties that together a little bit. We could write our own word, family. And what would go up there? I don't know. Let me think about it. I think this desperately needs some charcoal pencil to kind of reestablish this as the focal point. I feel like that happens when you start putzing around with a lot of different things on one card. Gotta redirect attention to the focal point. Let everyone know where to look first. And then the eye naturally moves to the picture first, which is what I want in this case, but there's really no right way to do it. Or no right way to do it, no wrong way to do it. No matter what you do, it won't be right. There's no wrong way to do it. Okay, maybe we'll make an exception and put another word there. That just needs something else. I'm not quite sure what. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Shells. Nothing's really speaking to me. I don't know what that saying means, but I feel like it's French. Or design. I feel like you can break the rules about not putting more than one set of word or phrases on the thing if it's in a different language. There is no rules really, but in general, I just try and limit it to a single word or phrase just because I think it starts looking busy. This is also like really faded. Can't really see it. I wish I knew what this meant. In general, you should not put words on something when you don't know what it means. This could say anything. They could sell these stamp sets and it could be like poop or like hatred or something, and you buy it because like, look, Sauvant, it sounds perfectly beautiful in French. I'll definitely Google this off camera. Okay. Anyways, it works. Let's just go around with this. I still feel like this is kind of missing something. I might do something extra to it off camera. I don't know. I really wanted to like the look of the photo paper, but on this particular thing I don't. It's just not really speaking to me. That's okay. We have like 100 more index cards to do, so I don't hate it. Like, actually, let's get a little stamping going. I feel like that might help our cause. I feel like that might help. Feels like some kind of word stamp. Let's see. There we go. Don't overdo it, Brittany. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. I don't know if the stamping will stay on there. It seems pretty, what's the word? Glossy. I like that better. There's something about it. I still have ink on here. There's something about it now where I feel like we've tied it together better. Okay, I feel better about that. I feel better about that. I like it. I like it. Familiar. Yes. I do. And it's very earthy and beautiful. Okay, let's do one more together. Let's do the one that you just stamped. And let's make it amazing. Something that we absolutely love. Alright, let's see. Okay, these are like my favorite die cuts ever. I've been trying not to use all of them up. It's hard not to because it's Tim Holtz stuff. And how can you not love Tim Holtz stuff? I'm gonna challenge myself and not use another butterfly. The package is called Field Notes though, so it's kind of hard not to. Let's see what other goodness is in here aside from the butterflies. Specimens. Collection of specimens. We do this blue. I love the blue and the brown. And I know I have some really pretty digitals we can work with. I also have Flower Fairy Dolly stickers. That might look amazing on here. Let me see if I can find, ooh, these like blue hydrangeas. Where are you? I see it. I see little bits of it. Ooh. Yes, yes, please. I love that. And there are no rules, so we can have two stickers as two separate focal points. I don't even know what the focal point would be, but you know, that's okay. Again, there are always exceptions to the rules. And I am already loving this. This is gonna come together so nice. Here's my dauber. You guys, this is so much fun. I hope you're sitting at home crafting and making these right along with me, because this is so relaxing. There is no better time to be had, I'm telling you. Okay, let's make this like it's kind of spilling over onto this. We'll have the Flower Fairy kind of off to the side. And then we'll figure out what to do with this one. I'm not sure yet. Okay. This is thicker, so I'm gonna use the real gluage. The real gluage. Oh, I love these. Love, love, love. These stickers, I've noticed if you peel them, if you not try and peel them first, but if you fold them and like bring the end back, you guys probably already know this, but it's so much easier to peel off. Otherwise, sometimes they're impossible. Okay. Just gonna let that spill over the side. I think it's the layering, honestly, that makes these so magical. A lot of things make these so magical, but really, like, the layering works so good. I think I'm gonna keep that in the corner there. Gonna run my glue stick over these. I feel like that sketchbook blue stamp, that color ink would look really good here. When you're using these transparent stickers, allowing them to kind of hang off the page as well. I did a little bit here, not much though, but don't be afraid to like cut them in half. I feel like it kind of gives it dimension and more interest if you use like only a portion of the image and kind of have it come off the page. That's just my like personal preference. Yeah. Let's see. What do I want to do with that? The let's get out this blueprint sketch and let's, well, first I want to outline this a little bit. You do not have to outline everything in charcoal pencil. I'm just loving this look right now. Sorry guys. This. Oh wow, I love that. And you could blend it up into that like little bit of white space there as well. Blend it out. That looks really nice, I think. What if we were to go around this with a little bit of purple gelato and just break all the rules? Let's see. Ooh, I love that purple. Love it. All right, now we need to, let's do some stamping. Okay. Just because the hydrangeas are like kind of bluish purplish. They're more blue, but still I love that. If we do, this is like a stamp of a stamp. Let's do this. I don't know where my stamp block is. It's the last place I left it, somewhere in this pile on my desk. Ooh, nice. Well, it says something specimens. It's fitting with the flowers and everything. And let's see. I use that stamp there. Just add a little bit more blue. Ooh, whoops. Nothing bad happened, it's okay. That just scared me. Oh, I love this. This is darling. I don't want to make it too harsh, I just want a little poppage around it, a little hue. Oh. Guys, I love this. I am definitely going to be making like 20 more off camera at least before I go to bed tonight. This is so much fun. I love this. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I hope you're crafting along with me and making plenty of these. Again, if you want a tutorial on how I distress this, so easy, and the supplies I use to give these really cool backgrounds, links above and in the description box. And otherwise, look at these beauties we made today. So easy to decorate, great way to use up not just your index cards, but your paints, your inks, your other supplies, and of course collage some of those scraps you have. So it truly is a destash on multiple levels, which you know I am all about. So guys, if you enjoyed this, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I can't wait to see you the next time.